My name's Owen. I'm applying to Catalyst. 6:40 a.m. have not yet been to bed. So please bear with me. As I do a video application, I made the small error of writing you a ginormous application and then accidentally closing the wrong tab, which was undesirable. What is my occupation? I run Startup House, which is a co-living space for entrepreneurs in San Francisco. Is what it sounds like. What it probably doesn't sound like also is a community. So I've built a little community over the last year. Very satisfying. These people are my friends, and some of them I would call family. So that's what I do now. My past job was as a knowledge worker at PricewaterhouseCoopers and Capgemini. Those occupations involved running an accelerated solutions environment, which was problem-solving and creativity workshops for large clients who had problems and needed solving quickly. So the job involved designing problem-solving workshops, I guess, understanding how to make people malleable and at which stage to feed them information and how, spatial design, document management, running crazy, stupid games which were awesome, DJing, graphic facilitation on whiteboards, group facilitation, making coffee, cleaning bins, whatever it took, really. I had a great team, really enjoyed it. Why am I applying to Catalyst? I'm applying to Catalyst because this front end's fucking awesome. I'm speaking to you through a camera, through YouTube, which will then be compressed into some little file that sits on a server somewhere, which will be accessible through a hyperlink, which I will put in this box and share with you. And I found this whole thing through an email. I think that stuff's really cool, and the technical challenge, yeah, that's there, and that's what the JavaScript is for, and I guess the Node. But from an HTML sense as well, being able to represent that correctly, and make it appealing to do certain actions, allows you to create a tool that hopefully people will use. And I guess part of what why I'm applying is also why I live in San Francisco now and left my family and my friends and my life and my job in Australia and changed careers, is because I thought the internet was the way to go. It was the best place for me to make an impact. I'm completely convinced that was the correct move, as every single day validates my opinion as I meet other inspiring people, and I guess Catalyst to me looks like an opportunity to accelerate my progress towards that goal of making an impact. Catalyst looks like a program. I read over it. Looks like a program where I will have access to some really solid teachers who will teach me best practice in the internet and why frameworks are the way they are, and how to extract the most out of them, and how to structure my code so it does what I want it to do. You know, this fucking computer in front of me, which right now I'm beholden to and not much capable of doing past inspecting the code in front of me. I want to make it my bitch. I want it to do what I want, and when I tell it to do stuff, well, you can tell I haven't spent much time coding. It's not really how it works, right? But you know, I want to make computers do what I want, and I want websites to do what I want, and I can't do that, and it irritates me and it frustrates me, and that's what I want. So that's why I'm applying. I want those skills. I want to turn myself into the slashing, cutting blade of a businessman, which is, I guess, what I do. Into a Swiss Army knife, someone capable of code and design and business. Yeah, that's it's powerful. That's dangerous. That's good. And when we're talking about the internet, we're talking about the battle for the future of how humans connect to each other and how they connect to information, and that excites me. And I see this as training and preparation for I guess the next 5, 10 years of my life, where I'm going to be, at least where I'm going to be in this industry. So yeah, got to learn to code, got to learn front end. Front end's the best place to start for me, I think. I think psychology and design are interesting. I'm not sure what to expect from Node, except to say that my more well, my smart coder friends, they love it and are sometimes perplexed by it when their head melts because too many things go wrong at the same time and they just don't know what's what. But I'm applying because you'll teach me how to learn how to figure out what's right and what's wrong. I have not done much programming. I've done a bit of Code Academy, haven't finished it. I've copy-pasted a bit of GitHub, mostly Bootstrap. I have mucked around with Jetstrap and I get if this then that to find stuff I want to buy on Craigslist. Not really code at all, is it? Tell us something technical that you find easy, something difficult. I just think I explained I don't really do something technical. Art's really hard. Like getting depth perspective, really hard. Chess, a game of something, strategy, is something that I'm not so bad at. I'm quite enjoying and I'm, I guess, adept at chess, so I'll put that in the win column. What do I think a day at Catalyst will be like? Fatiguing, thoroughly fatiguing. And I mean fatiguing in the sense that my brain will be like, oh, I'm full, don't do any more. And I'll be like, yes, no, more, because I know that immersion's the way to go, right? You want to be saturated and you want to be dripping with browsers and screens and people in the same room, in the same space, going through what you're going through. You want that support. So I think I'm going to be going in there as a complete newbie with other newbies and some more experienced people, and we're going to help each other because we're going to be figuring stuff out together. And I think I'm going to have some mentors to kind of put their hand on my shoulder and tell me that it's going to be okay and that I'm getting stuff wrong and that's okay and that's normal and I'm not an idiot. It's just hard, which is good, right? Long hours interspersed by different activities, probably some workshops and speeches. I've got to be honest, I'm not really doing this to look for a job. I'm doing this because what I'm going to do, like all I'm going to do here, unless there's a very short list of companies I would want to work for. But really, I mean, I want to make an impact, and I think startups is the way to do that. And the reason for that is it allows you to test new ideas, and that means that on a startup team, I'm not going to be the most technical, but I'm still going to be like in the thick of it with a team of 2 or 3 others building. So it's probably not going to be a large corporation that I work with, or even a sexy startup. It's going to be something you've never heard of with a group of my friends, and I want to be useful on that team. And if we pivot, I don't want to be useless for the next 2 months.